91.5, your radio station of choice this morning. Hope you had a good night rest. I am JD, and let's get into the inspirational moment. Have an old person, this morning we're going to talk about blessings. Have an old person ever told you, God bless you, my child, for some good deed you have done to them? What is a blessing? A blessing is a gift of God. A blessing is the gift of God's grace, the touch of His hands upon our lives, the breath of His presence in such a way that we are enriched, strengthened, enabled, and enlarged. The blessings of God often comes disguised, sometimes as a difficulty, sometimes something we would never choose for ourselves, but we can see how God lovingly gave us guidance and direction. When God blesses us, it is not only for ourselves, but to be a blessing to others. When God blesses us, we must not live with greed. When He sees that someone is given freely out of His love, He will bless them more. When God blesses us financially, it is not to raise our standard of living, but to raise our standard of giving. God's blessing continues to touch our lives from birth to our homegoing. God has given everyone different talents to be used for the benefits of others. We can bless others by speaking kind words of encouragement, volunteering in your community, giving to charity, sharing things, sharing food, sharing your testimony, praying for someone in need, and listening to others. Why isn't God blessing us? God is all about relationship. So if God is not blessing you, perhaps the relationship is strained through disobedience in your life, a habitual sin that you are not surrendering to Him. We haven't asked for blessings. For God wants a relationship with us in which we can come to Him in faith and ask for what we need. We must ask in faith. We must also ask to help overcome our unbelief. Asking for the wrong motives, we must ask God for blessings that will help us to help others. Our asking blessings must not be all about us. God's timing is different than ours. God's ways are perfect and His words are flawless. He knows when it is the right time for us to receive certain blessings and when it is not. God wants us to be persistent. Have you been discouraged or given up? If it comes to receiving certain blessings, He may simply want us to persist in prayer. We must not give up. The blessings may be right around the corner. What we are asking for isn't truly God's will for us. It may not be His best for us. Sometimes we don't notice when God is blessing us. The fact that we have life, breath, someone who loves us, are all blessings that He has given us, that we have been taken for granted. We must thank God for all that we already have. This might be far more than we have realized. We must not doubt God's right to accomplish His own will rather than His own. Doubting God's ability to give us even better things than what we can imagine for ourselves. If we do not believe God has the power to do what we are asking Him for, God has a plan for us. We must not doubt Him. When asking for God's blessing, one of the first questions one should ask himself, faithfully, and patiently until God's time, he will surely come. Prayer. Heavenly and most gracious Father, we humbly come before you in prayer to magnify and glorify your most holy and precious name, and to give you all the praise and honor you deserve. You have bestowed upon us that what we take for granted, and the numerous ones on the way. Your holy word says that if we seek first your kingdom and your righteousness, all the things we need will be given to us. Bless us with love, joy, peace, and happiness. Bless us spiritually, financially, and also with good health. Keep us safe. It is if our requests will glorify God. And we thank you, God, for your mercies, for your love and care. Help us as we go along today. I hope you will make someone a blessing in your life today. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. And amen.
Caribbean. Good morning to WORLD. Good morning, JD. How you doing?
Good, I should say. Yeah.
Nice. I was looking into you, and you seem to be really enjoying your inspiration time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're deep into it, but then you lost some papers at the end or something. What happened?
It seems so.
You left them home again?
No, I've not seen the end of it.
Well, maybe you didn't write the end.
Probably.
Then you should have just written the end.
To be continued.
Or to be continued. That might have been nice.
To be continued. Because I was supposed to the doctor may the Lord bless and keep you. You know that. Yeah, I was supposed to do that piece in the end, but I couldn't see it, so it disappeared. So to be continued. Talk first. Um, that blessing adjourned. What they say? I'm in Parliament. What else?
Signy die.
Signy die. To be. What?
Signy die.
Signy die.
Is that Latin?
Could be. I want to believe that. Yeah, not French.
Probably is.
Yeah, probably Latin. Probably Latin. Has God ever blessed you in any way? You don't seem so, no?
Has God ever blessed me?
Yes.
But that's a dumb thing. Real feminist serve is a blessing.
Well, say so.
I'd rather say that.
Yeah, give him grace, give him the praise.
But I do.
Yes, you know. That's it, yeah. Say it to him.
Hermina Batiste McDonald, good morning to you. And let's say good morning to Drumsticks. Hi, Drums.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Talk to me.
And how are you?
I'm okay.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. I read from the Word of God, John chapter 17. These words speak Jesus, and lift up his eyes to heaven, and said, Father, the hour is come. Glorify thy Son, that thy Son also may glorify thee, as thou hast given him power over all the fishes, that he should give eternal life to as many as thou hast given him. And this life is eternal, that they might know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom thou hast sent. I have glorified thee on the earth. I have finished the work which thou givest me to do. This is the end of the scripture reading.
And thank you very much. Your friend wants to say good morning to you.
Yes, Julie, good morning.
Good morning, Drums. How you doing?
I'm good, and how are you?
Good too. I should say, nothing to worry about, nothing to shout about.
Okay.
Giving God thanks for his blessing.
Every day?
Every day. Tell me one way God has blessed you.
With life.
With
God
life?
bless me with life, the breath of life.
That's good. That's all?
And many things, my children,
Yeah.
friends and family, everybody.
Okay.
Family in the church,
Yeah.
everybody.
Have you ever, when last have you blessed someone?
Every time I have anything, I just bless people, you know. Don't worry, I just bless people. I does.
All right, because once you bless others, your basket would never.
Yes, never empty.
You remember that story? You remember that story in the Bible where
I do.
the lady and her son had the last meal.
Yeah.
And when she gave it to the prophet.
Yes, I know that.
And through that famine, she went through, and she always had never run out.
Never run out.
Yeah, it's good to be a blessing. It's good to be blessed to be a blessing.
True.
So do you have a blessed day?
Yes, I will.
All right.
So long as God give me health and strength, I will.
Yeah, He will.
You have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
Mr. Andrew, have a nice day.
Thank you, darling. Take care of yourself.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Wonderful.
What is wonderful?
Wonderful, wonderful. That's a song. Wonderful, wonderful. You don't know it? Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. What a blessing to know.
What is wonderful, wonderful?
It's a song. You don't know that song? Wonderful, wonderful.
Sing it.
Huh?
Sing it.
Just give me a minute.
A minute? Oh, no. Too much.
Too much? A second.
I'm waiting.
I don't get the lyrics. Still not to get the lyrics. You know who that remember me of? What's that California name again, boy? Lizard.
Lizard.
Yeah, you remember Lizard? The little skin bone guy, you used to think, what he only give you one boss. I tell you, come back. When he see one boss, tell you, hold on, come back. You know, Lizard, man. There's a town character.
I can't say. That one I don't remember.
There was a town character, man.
No, that one I can't say I remember.
Okay. Then he give you one, when he give you one verse, 2 lines, I tell you, hold on, he come back. He good for more.
That's it.
He tell you good for more. Yeah. What a blessing. To know.
How was your week?
Good. I didn't do much. I mean, I've been doing more things for other people, getting things done for others than myself. So, but it's okay. I'm blessed. So it's blessed to be it's blessed to be a blessing.
It's blessed to be a blessing. What are you saying?
Yeah, it's good when I'm blessed to bless others.
I had a coconut water this morning.
That's good.
Is that good?
Yeah, excellent.
Okay. What does it do?
Well, it has a lot of benefits, and one of the things it gets through your stream very easily, quickly, I should say.
What stream?
Your bloodstream, your system rather. You get to your digestive system.
Well, water goes down.
Yeah, but it
coconut water will go down to any.
gets to your system.
To my girls, to my ladies, and to the men also. You can't forget them there because I'm sure Maxine is there. Yeah, Maxine Belfon, good morning to you. Amika Batiste McDonald, top of the morning. Vanessa Lalji, Shirley Scarrett. She says, amen. That means she's listening to your prayer, your meditational moments. Yvonne John Roberts. Errol Bonaparte, you there. Good morning, Patsy. Natasha Fraser, Christine Batiste, Michelle Barry, Cynthia Bartholomew, and Tamika Moses. Well, Hamika wants you to know she's looking at you, eh?
Okay.
So you better be on your good behaviors.
My behaviors.
Yeah. Baltimore is kind of foggy this morning. So says Cynthia Bartholomew. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. Cynthia ain't bothering me. Tamika, hi. Well, they ain't bothering. They ain't saying nothing.
Hey, no answer. No apparent my worship.
No apparent.
No apparent my worship.
So, did you do it?
See, I told you this. There's some wonderful.
There you go. Somebody gave you a new phone, man. Yeah.
Not really.
Venetius, good morning. How you doing? Go ahead. Tell me. The phone.
No, I had to get a phone because my cranked out, and and without a phone, it's these days, you have to be in touch with the world, and without a phone, you get lost.
Where did you get that one?
I hear from here. I think Digicel, I think it was. Yeah. I didn't know.
How much did you pay?
Maybe about $400.
What did you buy? A cow?
I had to get one without communication because this is probably my main stream of communication. Yeah.
A guy said to me one time, "Good morning, Antonito Peters. How you doing, my brother?" A guy said to me one time, he wants to get a phone.
Yeah.
So I said, well, you probably have to go to one of the companies or go to some place in St. Andrew. See, I said, what phone are you looking for? A landline for home or? I said, no, Andre, a cell phone. I said, okay. How much you willing to spend? He said, well, I ain't want to spend much now, but $50. I said, that will take care of the boss. And something to eat.
I credit for the phone.
No, that is it. No, that ain't even taking fair credit. That is just the boss and something to eat.
You could get a 1 month plan.
$50 you want to spend
You
on
could get
a
a
phone.
I could get a 1 month
You
plan.
must be crazy.
So you could buy plan before you get the phone.
Yeah, you could buy the plan, put it in your hand.
The weather?
Yeah, the weather's gonna come up in a couple of ticks. Who do you think is going to be this morning?
Who do I think? A male. I could have had here females these days. Who could be a male? And if not the pan man to play one for us this morning.
The pan man? Who's the pan man?
Is it Wint? I'm trying to remember the name.
No.
Who is the pan man?
Tima.
Tima, yeah.
Yeah, come on. Come on.
I don't remember the names.
It is real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. Fimber Frank, good morning to you, bro.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm okay. What's the weather going to be like?
Okay, let's take a look at what's happening right now. So it's a fair morning across most of the state. Across the southernmost part of the state, down here, the wind is blowing from east-northeast at 22 miles per hour. The pressure is higher than the mean, but it's rising at 1015.1 millibars. Present temperature 26 degrees. Orange 77%. Maximum temperature here within the last day, got up to 30.3 degrees. Minimum temperature last night 25.2. Please note all temperatures at all times are in degrees Celsius. Not much rain here within the last day, only 0.5 of a millimeter. Hence, for the month so far, total just goes up to 8.2. Not a lot of rain for the month so far. Let's see how the next few days play out. Now let's take a look at the forecast for the day and the nighttime. The weather expects to be partly cloudy and windy with some brief light showers during the morning time, like now, and then again during the night time. Maximum temperature for the day should get up to near 30.5 degrees. Winds northeasterly to east, northeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, but gusting higher at times. Within the last few days, we saw winds as high as 37 knots. So, given the strong winds, wave will be 7 to 9 feet. Hence, the seas will be rough, at least off the east coast, slightly better off the west coast. So, if you're going out at sea, again off the east coast, please take note, there is a warning out for you, so be safe out there. Tides are high now and should be low this afternoon, just about 2 o'clock. Then to the night, high about 9 o'clock. Sunset, 6:19. Sunrise on Friday, 6:10. Let's take a look at the forecast once more. The weather expected to be partly cloudy and windy with some light and brief showers during the morning time and then again during the night time. Keep in mind, if you're going out at sea, you could meet waves 6 to 9 feet. So please take note, there is a warning out for you. Play it safe. That's it from the office. From my Frank.
We'll continue to play it safe, my brother. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful one.
Same to you.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
great. Bye. What's that you reading, JD? What?
The farmers, the old farmers 2022 almanac.
Bye.
Old farmers.
Can I see?
Sure. There's a price for touching, eh?
Old farmers?
Yeah.
That will be blessing on the picture anyway. Look to see that? They can see it.
Yeah, it's
So what's it happening?
well, I haven't gone through it yet. It's quite comprehensive. I mean, book. I mean, it's like the McDonald Almanac, but it has quite a lot. You see, there's chalk and you see, this is chalk and this is cheese. You can't compare these two together.
Oh yeah?
Well, yeah, this is the McDonald's, and this is the old format. This has what, I think 200 and something pages, whereas this one has what?
This one has 288
8 pages. You know.
288. That one has what?
Or maybe not even a good 50.
I don't know. But,
Not even a good 50.
so where do you get these?
I got it from the States. Somebody brought on one for me. I was trying to get more, but it's sort of difficult.
It's cost like $10 in the States?
Yeah,
These guys sit down there and make money off of that thing just like that?
A lot of writing. Quite a lot. Quite a lot of writing.
Well.
It has quite a lot of information on it. I mean, in it, sorry.
Can I read something here?
Yes, go right ahead. It's your.
A Russian Buddhist monk who died in 1927 had ordered his followers to bury him exactly as he was found. They followed his instructions and interred him sitting up in the lotus position of meditation. When he was exhumed 30 years later, his body was still soft and flexible. What? Reinterred, his body was re-examined again in 1973 with no changes. After extensive study in 2002, his body was declared a Buddhist relic and placed in a Russian monastery, where it may be seen 7 times a year on Buddhist holidays. This thing looked like Papa Show.
I haven't gone through it thoroughly. I just,
This thing look like Papa Show. You really feeling it?
I haven't really gone to this. I cannot.
Ever had one before?
No, that's the first copy. First time I ever had it. That's the first time. They are the one who gives planting dates and so. And how long they've been doing that? What year did it?
1792.
So they old.
I wouldn't say that. I just say they've been around for a while.
Yeah, for a while.
They have a lot of experience.
Experience, yeah. And to win that year after year.
Well, yeah, if you're getting $10 a copy and you're selling 1 million copies, is that $1,000,000 $10?
$1,010,000.
That's not $10 million? Huh?
$1,010,000.
Right. All over the world, people like you so buying it.
Yeah, I will.
Not just America, you know.
No,
People like you so buying
all over the world, yeah.
You go to Grenada, you're buying it. You buying it, you know.
Do you remember this?
Come on, let me show folks this. Hold on, let me just get folks. Yeah, I'm gonna take the camera off JD to show you what he wants to know if I remember. Check this out. Do you know what this is? Yeah, look at it. Look at it good. Do you know what this is? Yeah, I can turn it around for you if you want me to turn it around. Yeah, it's the same thing on the other side. Right, so JD wants to know if you guys know what this is. Not me. I'm too young. You guys know what this is? Right, so I guess they'd have seen it.
Yeah.
Can I have it?
Yeah, you can have it. You can have 2.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you can have 2, man.
Okay, so folks, I got 2. 1, 2.
1, 2.
Yeah, see? Good. So
No.
thank you very much. So let me see if anybody on the live typed in and say, yeah, they know what that is. Morning, Mr. Sylvan. How you doing, my brother? Yeah, take care of yourself. Have a great day, yourself and the wifey. Okay, somebody called Wallan Aquat says, so after a while, we're going to declare who's the winner. Says that is Stinking Toe.
Yeah, according to the guy, you win already.
I'm going to heal, man.
You win already.
Good morning, Landon Jane. How you doing? Yeah. That that is Stinking Toe. Okay. Yes, Michelle Barry saying yeah, Kubawi.
Yeah, yes, and there's still another name, but I couldn't remember
Is there another name?
the scientific name for it. There's another scientific name for it.
Think to it.
No,
Kester Victor say yes, Stinking Toe.
Stinking
All right.
Toe.
Well, I guess you guys are correct, aren't they?
Yeah, they are correct. But do you know that?
Lucas?
No, I don't know it that way.
Lucas or Stinking Toe.
Look,
That is what Cynthia Bartholomew says. Now that's interesting. Do we have any other names? Lucas, Lucust. Good morning, Kenneth. Let me show you all again. Look at it. What is the name you know this by? Yeah. Here we go. Kenneth, I know you've seen it. Good morning to you. Landon. Tell me, what's the name you know this by? I want to know. Nobody? That's it? Man, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Just like that? Okay.
All right. So I'll go ahead and talk about the health benefits of it. It's
Of
very,
what? Health benefits of what?
of the
Natasha says thinking too.
of
Yes,
the
Natasha.
of the stinking too.
Health benefits?
Yeah, it has quite a lot of health benefits.
Man, this thing just good to send into the bathroom and
No.
and when you let go some pass some wind, it stink as what?
I don't believe that. Thinking too is rich in iron, magnesium, potassium, vitamin C, calcium, and phosphorus. It has more potassium than bananas and more calcium than milk. Yeah.
You can make stinking do milk.
Yeah, you could. No, okay, well, you'll get. And a matter of fact, they can make ice cream.
What?
Yeah.
Who does that? Hey, friends. Yeah, Wallen Aquat is saying that it has many medical properties.
Many medical properties. I'll continue and then you'll find
Yeah,
out,
tell me.
It is also considered to be a natural energetic. Athletes, I think athletes and weightlifters use it quite a lot.
They use this.
Yeah. It keeps your eyes healthy.
Okay. Okay.
The smell of stinking toe may hurt the nose of someone, but it can help the eyes of everyone. This
Well,
is
look at my partner Wallen. Wallen saying, excuse me, that it has good properties, especially for men. Well, you know, Wallen, I'm going to buy something into now.
we will go back further to buy.
I don't know.
The fruit has a good source of vitamin A. It wards off iron deficiency, which is anemia. It increases appetite, also boosts energy. Athletes and bodybuilders add it to their smoothies for maximum performance. Yeah, maximum performance and gain. It slows down aging. It slows down the aging process. It's a good source of antioxidants, which helps to manage stress and inflammation, both of which are linked to health problems like osteoporosis, cancer, and heart disease. It's a good source of carbohydrates. It's antifungal. It is effective in dealing with athlete's foot and nail fungus infection. It's good for urinary tract infections, including bladder, and as a douche for yeast infection. It's also good for the respiratory system. Inflammation of the respiratory tract, as in asthma and bronchitis. Good for weight loss. It helps eliminate fluid retention. It strengthens the immune system, inflammation, and fights against asthma and prostasis. So it's good for prostate, people with prostate. The leaves are good. You could use the leaves, you could use the back, and it produces a very gum at the root of the tree. So I have to go back where I got that from and see. It has a lot of gum at the base of the tree. Very, very interesting tree. And it's used worldwide, particularly in the South American countries. They use quite a lot of stinking toe. So
Somebody's telling me, well, I want to see for myself. Somebody say, oh, this thing is looking green. Well, I wonder, down is that green or
no,
not?
that's dry, man. When it's green, the pod will be, that's dry.
That's dry.
Yeah, it's dry.
So, Bevis? Is it Bevis? Yeah, Bevis John. Nah, it didn't green partner. That one good.
That's dry.
That's dry.
When it's green, the pod will be green, and then it's dry, and it's well dried.
Hold on, I'm not very good at pronouncing things here. Hymenaea Court Brazila. Is that the scientific name?
I'm not sure about
Somebody said that.
Yeah, but it could be.
So somebody's saying that they have about 50 in their bag right now. Well, what you doing with that?
Well,
But
for the-
but
for the
of all the
benefits.
things.
For the benefits.
Well, yeah, Wallad Aquat. Well, Wallad, send me some now. But this thing is a superfruit then.
Yeah,
According
it
to
is, it
Natasha.
is, yeah.
Natasha said this must be a superfruit.
It is.
So we've been playing with this thing
We
all
still-
along.
and
then.
we just have this thing and, we don't know the benefits of it.
Somebody saying they have a lot of it in Karaku.
I guess dry land. I mean, where it's dry, yeah, because where that trees is a dry, it's not in the
You can open it and knock it like that. Eh?
no, yeah, no, that can't open. So you have to pong it on the edge,
Yeah, no, you have to put it.
on the edge, yeah.
But look at that. But what? Wallad Aquat say he has 50 in his bag. What you picking them up?
You sell it. Just now you can see that selling $5 a bag, in bag for $5. But it's very beneficial to our health. Yeah?
And say he has to fall on his own, right?
Yeah, you don't
can't
pick it. No, you don't pick it.
Yeah, Aquat is saying that.
Yeah.
You can't pick.
You don't pick it. It fall on its own, and it's fall on its own. You never ever picked it.
But what Wallad doing with that?
Actually, you could make ice cream. You could do. It's a lot of. It's very beneficial.
Wallad, what you doing with all that thing in your bag?
And it's no.
Somebody-
It's in season
Can
now.
you, okay, that's a question around what I was going to ask you. You said it's in season now.
Yeah, it is.
Can I take it, harvest it, and keep it there?
I guess so because the outer coating, that shell, should be.
People sell it? Where people selling this?
When you build the people-
Wallen saying that people selling this?
this thing has a lot.
Wallen, no.
This thing has a lot of money in it, I mean, everything's selling these days,
Superfruit. $5 a bag. How many in the bag?
You might put about 6. And this is a small one. They are bigger size than.
Hold on, but I need to get some to stash away.
Yeah, I'll go there.
But there's a seed in it, isn't it?
There's a seed. The seed is inside, but
Pulp.
the powder coating that.
So I guess I have to strip it.
To get the seed? No, when you suck the seed, you get the seed. out.
No, I put it in the smoothie.
Oh yes, you check it out and you put it in the.
People sell this.
That's selling, and everything's selling now. Yeah, you put it in the smoothies. And like the guy say good for men, and I hear only man say good for men, you jump up.
Yeah, well, now I want it.
You jump up.
Somebody saying, Andre, you have a tree up in the mountain. Well, yeah, I guess.
I need to get a gum. But they say the gum only goes down at the root, at the base of the tree. And they use the gum for.
Okay. What? You have a specialist on this thing in Grenada here.
Yeah.
Wallad say this thing can last up to a year.
Yeah. I'll date it. I'll collect some and date it and let me see how long.
Well, yeah.
How would I, by next year.
Wallad get you. Wallad is the expert.
Expert? Yeah, he's like
Wallad is the expert
on stinking toe. Okay, it's good for like this says toe and nail and finger fungal in toes and nails. So it's very good.
Well, it's good, but how do you use it? That's the next thing.
Well, I guess you make a paste with it.
Don't guess.
But more likely, because when you want to get out the fruit of it, the powder from it, then you could make a paste and apply it to your, for at least foot and nail fungus infection. It's been good for
Batre
me.
Alanta wants to know how you can open this fruit, Batre.
Well, I know you're going to call.
Batre, you look at the fruit, yeah?
I wanna know.
Wait now, Batre, you must have some of this up in the land in the mountain.
Not in the mountain.
Yeah.
Okay. By
Probably
him.
have some in the up in the mountain.
By him up there.
Okay, Batre, to make it simple, fruit, see fruit? To make sure you're seeing fruit. See fruit?
What's on fruit?
All right. Put fruit on ground.
Yeah, good.
Yeah? On side. Not on flat. On side. Take hammer, knock fruit. Fruit will open. Eat. What? You want to show him? Okay. You're going outside? Well, you have to go outside, get a stone as usual. Go outside and get a stone. Go and have anything heavy. JD has taken one. He's gone outside. Yeah. Cynthia Bartholomew, in my days growing up, you did not know the health value. Yes, we had a lot in Karaku. When I get back home, I will make use of it. Since I was a child, I had stinking toe. Ah, there you go, Cynthia. Right. So people remembering good old stinking toe. So yes, Bartley, you knock the side, right? Yeah. And it will pop open. Yeah, it will just open like so. Like that? Yeah. And you'll see the fruit thingy. Well, JD has gone outside to open one. Usually we used to use the stone back then. Knock it, clack, clack, open, and you eat stinking toe. Nobody wanted to be close to you when you pass in wind after stinking toe. Nah, that ain't happening at all. That ain't taking place. Oh, I heard the door. So that means he succeeded. Somebody must have loaned him a hammer outside. Because I heard the door, so that means he succeeded in getting the good old stinking toe opened up. So here is JD with the stinking toe in his hand. So you can, no, you don't have to come there. You can stay right here, JD, and show the people. The camera's up there, so you're showing the people, yeah, the good old stinking toe.
You smell it?
No? Did you smell it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you want me to, okay, let me show them now from my end. All right, so folks, see, good old stinking toe.
So this may have about 3 parts, 3 seeds in it.
Yeah. It's not the best smelly.
No, they say it's the smell of stinking toe may hurt the nose, but nose of someone, but it can help the eyes of everyone.
Yeah, stinking toe. Right. So JD brought this for us this morning. I guess next week he'll bring another exotic fruit. Right.
In the wild. Are we going to have the minister this morning?
No. Minister was at the meeting between the farmers and the police yesterday. You didn't come.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
You weren't there.
Okay.
You.
No, I was not there. No, I was not. I forgot all about that. And I was in Grenville.
You were there.
Had I known that I would have stayed.
Well, you weren't there.
I forgot. If I remember, because I was in Grenville yesterday. So I would have stayed for that meeting. And it was close to where I was. So,
well, it took place.
Yeah.
The attendance was good.
Okay. I wonder what came out of it.
Hold on, let me see what Bathway is saying. They're very common all over the island when I was a child. Now they're hard to find. You probably have some in your land up in the mountain, Bathway. It's possible. If you look the whole land, you might just find one. I know they used to have in Pleasance. Anyway,
But you have some close to you. Not close to it, but very, not
close enough.
enough to you.
Check JD, can tell you where.
Yeah.
All right? Now, hear this. The function in relation to turnout,
Yeah.
good, really good.
Good, okay.
Really, really good turnout.
All right.
In relation to turnout. The commissioner made a presentation. The minister also spoke. And then there were a lot of questions.
Answers.
Some answers,
More questions and answers.
more questions and answers. Some answers provided, yes. But there was something. Good morning, Rebby. How you doing? Somebody saying that children used to sell this thing and doing school at 25 cents or one.
Good pocket change.
Yeah, good pocket. But yeah, there were two things that didn't really. I think that in the postmortem, when the police, when they would do their postmortem, and I believe maybe together with the ministry, because they were officials, not just the minister, the officials, the gentleman you like in ministry, the one that came from the thing in, was it in Ireland?
Oh,
What was it? In Scotland or something?
Scotland, yeah, I know.
the gentleman,
What's his name?
Thompson.
Thompson, Trevor, Titi? Trevor
Yeah,
Thompson.
he was there,
Yeah.
and Ms. St. Louis. I think she's the chief something officer.
She could be, yeah.
Whatever. Miss St. Louis. She was there.
Yeah, I think she's.
And there's another gentleman, I don't remember his name. So the minister was there and supported by the staff from the ministry, definitely. The police was there, supported by the hierarchy, and of course the gentleman who is now in Mr. Stafford, who is now in charge of the Pre-Delasny team or department.
Okay.
Now, the first thing is that there's a lot of information from Mr. Martin. There's a lot of information. Whether or not the farmers were able to consume the information that they would have gotten is a different school of thought. But he came prepared, and prepared he was, and he delivered his message. But whether or not the farmers were able to grasp the numbers, because there was a lot of numbers and statistics and graphs and so on, and whether or not the farmers were able to grasp it is a different thing. But you can see that Mr. Martin came to the show prepared.
Commissioner Martin.
Well, yeah, Commissioner Martin. Thank you, sir. Commissioner Martin came to the show prepared. He was prepared for this, and he delivered his message. Maybe next time we probably look at same message but different way of delivering.
Delivery, yeah, that's important. How they could absorb what was delivered.
And the farmers may be able to absorb. Because farmers, people in general are action oriented. So I believe that farmers wanted, I get the feeling that's when the farmers came there wanting to hear, what is the police going to do?
That's what they normally,
They came there with that in mind.
Don't give them no lecture, just.
Yes, that is where.
That is what.
But the lecturing and the information that was given by Commissioner Martin was great information, right?
Yeah.
But farmers and people in general, when they come to me, they want to hear action and progress, right? So they would have to, in the postmortem, they'd have to look at it and the next one going forward.
It takes time, yeah.
They change it somewhat to suit the farmers better. So good job to Commissioner Martin. We'll do a better job next time, I'm sure. Now, the farmers, as I said, they came prepared for action. And they wanted action because as a man do so and say, well, start to investigate the farmers and make sure they check their records and make sure they clean and give them gun. We puppy, hell you know. Place mash up. Everybody want gun.
One gun.
They want to kill people. I listen and say, well, look, farmers ready to kill it. And you could understand them. Hold on, call, I'm coming to you. You could understand them wanting to kill. Because they're losing stuff, JD.
Yeah.
They're losing stuff. So they've gotten to the point now, I can't take it anymore. Alright? So that is what I picked up from the farmers there. The other thing though is, they came to the party, meaning the farmers, and while a couple, not very many of them, stuck to the theme, because I gathered that the theme for the thing was, hey, this is where you at in relation with Pre-Delasny. And as the police, we're looking to collaborate with you so as to find solutions out of Pre-Delasny or to cut it to its barest minimum kind of thing. That is what I got. But then you had farmers coming there, and you can't blame them. They get an audience with the minister, well, why not? You had farmers coming there, and the questions they were asking was not necessarily questions that the police can handle.
Pertaining to what?
Right, it was pertaining to marketing of stuff and that sort of thing.
I guess.
And you will get that. And Mr. David did his best to answer these questions. But a lot of these things like marketing and so, and I keep saying to people, marketing is not necessarily the responsibility of government.
Let's take the call and we come back.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to say thank you, Real FM, for carrying that program last night with the commissioner. That was very. You stayed with them live all the way through, and I really appreciate it. That was very good information for that. Really, I want to say thank you for that. That was good.
Thanks.
He covered a lot of stuff. The most interesting thing I think was the guy asking them about the cost for license for your gun to license your gun. You got to pay $500 every year just to maintain your license to have a gun. I think they should think about reducing that. That's just outrageous. That costs too much. I don't think they should give every farmer a gun, but they should actually look at it. Look at the expense in keeping its license. The license fee should be reduced.
You see, that's one of the if I'd say one of the tricks in the trade.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you know that you have to pay $500 license for the gun every year, and you're in firing a bullet, you might decide, you see me, I don't want this thing.
Right.
So it's their way of doing something, making sure that less guns are out there. That's part of the plan. So I can assure you that you will never see the license for the gun going down. It may go up. Yeah. So it's just their way of saying that, hey, because I don't think the police and I don't think anybody wants that situation to occur whereby almost every farmer has a gun. Then you're gonna do something. You have a vigilante state. Because if a farmer realize that Andre is who take it thing, he ain't do something waiting on Andre in the line. He go in and look for Andre at your home.
I don't think so. I think that's a falsehood. Because if the chief know you have protection, he might think just because. But I don't think every farmer or person is with the mindset that if I have a gun, I'm just going to use it. I think most farmers are educated enough and responsible enough that they know that the only time they're going to use that, they're going to tell is when they have to protect themselves. Because if you just take it and just go out and try to do something, you go to jail. So I think that's a misconception that because everybody's going to just use it willy nilly. I don't think so. I don't believe that. Yeah. So anyway,
that's I mean, of course, everybody has a free thinking, free you can free train of thought. That's afforded. That's why Grenada is so great.
And then to get a gun is not easily. I mean, you have to get.
It is impossible to get a gun here in Grenada.
You have to get.
Well, that again, I'm saying to you, that is why it is difficult to get a gun and to get the license for a firearm. The police, they do not want to have a situation where Tom, Dick, Harry, Mary, Jane, Andre, whoever, are gone.
Understood, yeah.
Because, sorry.
No, that's right, go ahead.
I know of a farmer, very big farmer, and he had a lot of losses. And he applied for a gun, and the police say, boy, you give you a gun, you will kill people. Because, and he's a hard-working farmer, and he says, no, we won't give you a gun because we know for sure you will kill somebody.
Because the police, they do due diligence and check out the person, the background and stuff, and says, hey, we don't think you're a good candidate for a gun, but they can do that to anybody apply. So I don't agree with everybody is going to get a gun.
No, everybody won't get. No. That's the least of the apostle. Everybody won't get a gun. No.
Let's make the response.
Your character, there's a lot of things like that goes into it. You don't get a gun just like that.
Right. Give the responsible farmers the opportunity to protect their livelihood, and don't make it astronomically expensive for them to do that. I mean, that's part of the cutting into their resources and the profits. When they give me $500 every year just so that you can protect your property. That's
what they could do. They probably must have a farmer a license for farmers, just as well you are different.
License for farmers, but no, are you crazy with this thing,
Anyway, guys, I appreciate it, Dre, for you guys carrying the program live yesterday, and I thought it was very sweet. I was able to sit in my living room and just listen to it, and then I could go.
Alright, so we promise you that next time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, maybe the next two times, maybe not this time coming, but the time after that, we will not only have it for you to hear, but we'll have it for you to see.
Oh, that would be great too.
Yeah, don't
Great.
worry.
Yeah, put it on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. 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 Thank you guys. You guys have a great job.
Take
Okay,
care of
yeah.
yourself.
That,
Have a
that,
good one.
that fruit that you guys were showing there, you know,
Uh-huh.
I don't have that in the mountain. I can't find that anywhere.
You
in
sure?
Coast. I don't see that anywhere in chance, you know. You know, when I was a kid, that's stuff to be all over the place. You know, you walk in the street and picking them up on the ground. Now I can't find them. So,
Check JD. Jay will show you where to find them. Yeah,
I will show you. I will bring it for you.
There's some
to
trees.
collect.
There's some trees very close to you.
yeah, really.
Yeah, close to you. But I ain't gonna tell you.
You see, he keeping that secret. He ain't telling you that at all.
You could check me.
Okay,
You could check me. You'll get some of it.
All right.
I don't really need to.
No, I'm just teasing you, man. I'm just teasing you.
I never did like it as a kid. You know, it
Yeah.
came out all powdery and but anyway.
Take care of yourself, man.
Okay,
All
though.
right.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
guys.
Good.
All right. God bless you.
You too. Blessings upon you. Yeah, coming back to this.
Morning, Dave Charles. How you doing, bro? But seriously, so again, as I said, the farmers came there, they attended, and I believe that there should have been, there could have been a bit more structure in relation to the police guiding the farmers in the direction that they needed to be guided to. Because a lot of the questions had to do with marketing,
I guess Minister Agriculture.
Minister Agriculture,
Yeah,
tractor service, and
Right.
them kind of stuff. So, which was not the reason for the meeting, right? You're not hearing? Well, something wrong with you. Deaf, you that monkeying up your own thing for yourself. This is where you come from. You're still not hearing? I can't help you there now. Partner, so.
God, I was hearing battery very, very low.
Oh yeah, try this one. I really can. Right, and see what happens. So, again, well, JD, it's simple. What did you take out? What did you take out? People, JD just giving me problems here. Okay, so if you took out that, then what should you take out now? What should you put in? JD wants to take. Oh my gosh! No, then just take that out of that. Yeah,
I don't know.
pull it out.
Okay,
Right
you
there, you go.
You give me the thing. The thing.
Think. All right, you hear it now? No.
No,
You still not
I'm
hearing?
still not hearing.
How about that?
No,
No,
hearing.
nothing.
Yeah. I'm
You hearing now?
hearing it. Just bring it a
Okay.
little, yeah.
Oh, bring it down a little now.
Thank
said.
you.
Okay, good. No, so I was saying, the police would have been very, very happy with the turnout. The Ministry of Agriculture would have been happy with the turnout. And the general message coming out of there, from me, because I was there, is that the police knows that the farmers are fed up. Farmers are really, really fed up. There is Tanti Flo, you know her? From Rosehill.
Yeah. Flora?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know she farms.
Yeah.
And she gave a heartbreaking story last evening. And the story was she planted a set of sauce up. And her husband, who does, and I know her husband does construction. So he's hardly ever able to go with her to the farm. Maybe sometimes on weekends, the lazy man. Did I say lazy? Oh my God, he will kill me next time he sees me. But don't worry, we good. But, so sometimes on weekends he gets the chance, he will go with her. But Auntie Flo says that she goes religiously to a farm and she has a little 5-year-old with her. Right? And Flo says the 5-year-old is there when she wants some water, you know, she'll get the water from the 5-year-old, that kind of thing. But Flo, is there with her cutlass and her fork and her spade, doing it all. And herself and that 5-year-old, they planted their field of salsa. Weeded it, nurtured it, watch it grow, JD. And there were about the first crop of salsa was going to be like about 20.
You know, it's a small amount. You don't get a large amount.
About 20. And when she went to get it, JD, it was gone.
I have a similar situation.
It was gone.
We planted some, and I spoke to a gentleman Monday about it. He told me, once he get the okay to buy, he'll check me first thing Tuesday. The gentleman came by me, went for the sauce. I knew he had sauce up there. And in going to the garden, a guy met me, say, I wish you good luck. When I get there, none.
None.
None. None. Because he saw, maybe he would have seen the guy who went there and passed him in the bag. And he says, I wish you good luck. He's smiling, so which means he...
Because the police are saying, and which is true. Commissioner said, hey, we don't have enough manpower to do everything that we want to do in the force. We don't have enough manpower. That's a given. That's a fact.
Yeah, because all these fields and this, here.
So he says, what has to happen is that there must be collaboration between the police and the farmers and other civic-minded individuals, where the police may make a request for transport to take them to a particular field. And if you are so inclined, you should. Because a greater collaboration between the police and the public, PNP, police and public, would produce PPP. Greater collaboration with the police and the public will produce.
Yeah.
And that is something that not only farmers, but members of the public have to do stand up and say, hey, we can help the police here. Because a lot of the times, and even if you have a situation where, JD, that they put a transport up here, right in St. Patrick here, and to say that that transport is specifically for pre-deal larceny, fine. So if a pre-deal larceny case is reported in Mount Alexander, so that transport has gone to Mount Alexander, and another one is reported at the same time in Hermitage. Do you understand? It will be very difficult there must be that partnership between the police and the public, the police and the farmer.
Yeah.
The farmer has transport, then hey, I'm going to come and pick you up and take you to the scene. So I believe that the police has to, they have to probably sit down and work out a way. A method how this could happen, because Commissioner Martin did speak to when he was an inspector of police, and he was stationed at Victoria, and used to be having the help of two gentlemen. What's their names now? The Andrew Noel is one of them, and I don't remember the other one's name, but definitely my good father Andrew Noel. He was one of them who would always make himself available and make other farmers available, because he was the president of the farm watch.
Okay.
So he'd always make himself and other farmers available to deal with farmers, because at that time, Martin remembered that he said he didn't even have a vehicle. Not much less a vehicle for pre-deal larceny only. He didn't even have a vehicle in St. Mark. But he was able to make it work because of Mr. Noel and another gentleman, I don't remember the name. Good morning.
Good morning, Andrew and your guest, man. How you doing?
I'm all right, sir. How are you doing?
Let me see if I can make a 2 pence into that pre-deal larceny, because, I was very, very much involved. And what Martin said there was okay with Mr. Andrew Noel, but what we used to do is we just need the police to prefer the charges, because the farmers themselves was watching for each other. Example, on Saturday in La Poterie area, every Saturday, the thief know that them people, they are Adventists. On Sunday, they will know who are Catholic. So on Saturday, the Catholic man farmer will look and see what happened to the Adventist farmer, vice versa, you know, and they will report to the police. And there was a nice camaraderie. We had also linked with the Cocoa Association, whereby a certain farmer was selling a certain amount of cocoa every week, 125 and 120 pounds every week. So what I did, we went to the land of the guy. We look at it. There was no cocoa on the tree. Monday morning he comes and he get caught. When you ask him what the people cocoa with, he sell cocoa knife, and you go see where he's stripping the cocoa. So we have to have that intelligence within the farmers and the police. Police got to be out there, not a big lot of them on transport, but to look at the farmers' field. Help the farmers in putting identified mark on the product. Example, between a stem of fig, you can put a little paint or something. And then you monitor the buyers. And when you hold the buyers, that is where the whole thing can stop. Because nobody going to thief if they don't have a buyer. They make sure they have a buyer. And people might look, for instance, you see Tanya selling at $7 a pound. But when a man could thief your Tanya and sell it for $2 a pound, these people make a whole $5 profit. So you have to be able to hold the vendors, where they buy it from, who they buy it from, what time they buy it. And the problem could be solved easily. Thank you.
All right, have a great day. Something that stood out for me yesterday. I looked and I did not see, which of course does not mean that they weren't there, but I thought that I would have seen a contingent from the management of the Nutmeg Association.
Okay, yeah.
I thought I would have seen a contingent from the management of the Grenada Cocoa Association. And I know that the folks who ship, who grow and ship sauce up, they have some sort of an organization. I thought I would have seen a representation of these people there. And just to show the nutmeg farmers that, hey, we are with you. You know, we understand your cause. You know, then the cocoa farmers, hey, we are with you. And I did not see, which of course I'm saying it doesn't mean that they weren't there. Probably officials from the Cocoa and Nutmeg Board who were there that I don't know, that sort of thing. Because all the parties need to work with each other.
Yeah, they have to.
If there's no working together, then nothing is going to happen. Further to that, I did not see Bertrand John there. Oh my gosh. Folks, you wouldn't believe this. I'm just saying I did not see Bertrand John there.
But you see him now.
And Bertrand John just stepped into the studio. Oh me, oh my. Yeah, oh me, oh my. Yeah, he just stepped into the studio. Good morning, Bertrand John. How are you doing?
Morning, Andre Donald. Morning to the listening public.
JD, you want to hook up that other headphones to him? Just pass the headphones to him, please. Just pass it to him. Yeah, you can plug it in up here. Yeah. Now, morning, BJ. I was just chiding you for not being at the function yesterday. Yeah, I'm going to come at you some volume in a minute. You're hearing me now, correct?
No.
Yeah? You're not hearing anything? Oh, something must be wrong with the headphones if you're not hearing anything.
When I first came in,
I was not. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy that happened. Are you hearing now? I just cleaned your ears. That was just my way of cleaning your ears. Good. All right. No, BJ, I didn't see you at the function yesterday. What happened?
I was invited, Andrew, and I listened to the function over the airwaves. It was like being there. And I must congratulate you and commend you for bringing this live. So people who couldn't make it and, was engaged in other things could have, listened.
That's it. I'm not going to bring any more live. You guys better attend the function.
Because your contribution was missed.
In relation to
Well, you didn't ask a question, did you?
Andre, a new really good general, but he used to talk a lot.
And?
He dead? If you're talking so much,
You killed the man. So
you
just say he
man
did.
talk out the secret, you don't understand what's going on. Him dead. The enemy listening. And if you want to hold some perpetrators, you better not say nothing about them, you know. They're listening to you, know.
But nonetheless, you were missed yesterday.
That's cool.
Clifford was there. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hello?
Good morning to you, Mr. Andrew.
I think I'm going to play the lottery
I'm
today.
going to
man.
show you, man.
You what?
The color of your shirt.
Yeah.
Since
Lucky.
yesterday you doing me that, man.
Yeah, Clifford was there.
Hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
That might give me long life, huh?
I hope it does.
Yes, it will.
Clifford, you shall live till you die.
Yeah, I want to live until I die, you know.
Yeah.
No, I heard Mr. Andrew made some comments there on the procedure yesterday. And to date, I think you are totally correct in 99% of what you were saying. I didn't say anything directly. I had some things jotted down, but I didn't say anything because I thought the swing that the meeting took was not the appropriate place and perhaps time for that. Most farmers was complaining about less than pre-elasticity and more about services and whatnot to the farmers. And as you say, good that the technical people were there to assist the minister in answering some of these questions and whatnot. The commissioner of police, top good. You're quite right. He was good. But when I heard his statement, one of the things I was about to say is that if he was a politician going for election, definitely I would have voted for him.
Yeah, he win already.
Yeah, definitely, sure on that, Clifford would have voted for him. Because on paper, everything he said sounds well. My problem is implementation. How are you going to implement those things and get them going? And then when you come down to it, you hear that they don't have transport, they have to look for transport, they have to put a structure in place, you have to grade up officers and whatnot. That is going to take a wealth of timing and resources and government and because when you start promoting officers, it means rank, it means whatnot. But on paper, the minister, the commissioner of police was good. What I wanted was to see also is a documentation, because as you said that there was a lot of figures that he was calling there, and no man we can't keep these kind of figures in the head. But we want to see something on a booklet, so I could come back and tell you. When you spoke the last time, your crime rate was X. Now your crime rate is Y. Why? Hold accountable. So government, we're holding government accountable. We're holding the police farm we're holding the farmers accountable. And that's what I want you to see. So when I realize, every time they say they're taking a few more, you see a set line up more on top again. So I say, you see that? Let me know, because I don't want to...
No, man, you just free the crowd.
No.
Right now, you bad on phone.
No. If people who know me would say afraid crowd, because
You see that big crowd yesterday, like
listen,
me, I don't go in there.
I have spoke in crowd bigger than that. When NMP have convention, I have spoken almost every convention. BJ could tell you that.
Of course, always hearing you.
That's because you're our own friend.
So crowd to me is no.
That's because you're all NMP like you.
The theater didn't have.
When you see people, so you say like, "What me? I don't stand up there."
Yeah. But you are right that it was a nice cordial meeting, but it was more a grievance of people, and not a means of what you're going to be doing and how we're going to be handling what is to be done. And I think that is what was lacking there. But everything else was
Them
well.
farmers come there for they want gun. I think it's
Yeah,
gotten
yeah,
down to the thing with the farmers
And
want gun.
I am still thinking, if we were to give more farmers more gun, it doesn't mean that you're going to kill more people, You may kill more people. Right? Let me give a joke about a gun with a watchman. There was a fellow who was watchman in Douglaston. And it was proven that some people was thieving orange up in the top. That's up by the area where I live in Garbage State. So the watchman and somebody had to go and keep duty there. The watchman meets before the person that had to come and meet him. And he dropped asleep with the gun by his side. The fella that had to come and meet him, come and he take the gun when he see him sleeping. And he brought the gun for Mr. Branch, Willie Branch. Mr. Willie Branch kept the gun. And he asked him a few days after, he said, where's the gun? Well, I say, have the gun home. He said, go and bring the gun for me. That time Willie Branch had the gun. Fella go, he can't come back. But say, where's the gun? He says, I had the gun home and I lost the gun. All that time, the man that take the gun, bring the gun for Mr. Branch.
That man's a wicked man.
A wicked man, I agree. He's a wicked man.
Yeah, your brethren, wake up your brethren and say, boss, you're supposed to be sleeping with that gun, baby.
Right? So you see, what happened? And next one, in Maribor Estate, Beggs that was overseer there. Beggs himself break open the house and took the gun. The watchman used to ask him permission. The watchman was living up in Blaze. He used to ask a Chaitan. I could call his name. He Beggs break open the house and he take the gun. And the fella asked him for the weekend off to go up at his home in Blaze. When the fella come back to work, he don't see the gun. Go and report it to Mr. Beggs about the gun. And the Beggs say, well, get Mr. Henry gun. I don't been about that. Get Mr. Henry gun because Maribor Estate was the same owner with Hope. Say, get Mr. Henry gun. If you don't get Mr. Henry gun, you can't walk. He tell the fella he had to get the gun. The fella going all around asking everybody. But he go and tell Candela. I don't know who knew Candela. Candela had a house right at the opposite side of the estate there.
Yeah.
Candela tell Beggs, no man, I don't like what you do. I don't like what you do. You sit up the man. So Candela go and tell the man that it's Beggs that had the gun. And Beggs get rid of that man that way.
But let me say
So
to you,
gun with the estate and with people having gun could be not even...
I believe that the farmers need to, farmers on a whole need to wake up and shake up. You cannot be a farmer and want to go and spend 2 hours in the land, 2.5 hours, and then you go home and you go and sit down under the house and pong nail. You can't do that. Farming is a business. And with any other business, you would more than likely give it between 8 to 12 hours a day if you want that business to succeed. You have to literally stay in the land and watch the plants grow. And if you can't do that, if you can't give the farm that kind of attention, then my advice to you is forget it. Simple as that.
I have a lot of experience about gun and estates, and I don't think it's the best thing to give any and every farmer a gun. I just one farmer again said to Loa, your partner and Primus.
I ain't taking no more gun story from him. I ain't taking no more story from him because yesterday when you had the chance to talk.
Let me just give that one.
No, I ain't taking no more from you. When you had Clifford, when you had the chance to talk yesterday, you did not. So I ain't taking nothing from you this morning. I take you now. Yeah.
It don't matter.
People meeting me afterwards and asking me why Clifford didn't speak. I is Clifford's father.
I was not the chairman of the meeting.
Clifford, have a nice day, please.
Thank you.
Take care. Yeah, everybody asking, Andre, why Clifford isn't speaking? I'm like, me? You asking? Look at Clifford right there, ask him. You know? Big meeting, he didn't speak. Big meeting, you ain't turn up. Livingston Nelson turned up.
Andre, there is one way to deal with organized crime and organized theft. And that is, You go at the organization because they are organized. You search for the head of the organization. You get rid of that. You cut out the head. The rest of the body wouldn't have no organization. They're going to be running all over the place without control. And you beat up that because that hard to deal with until that stop move. And when that stop move, you know you get rid of the problem. This thing about trying to counsel bad-minded people who set out to damage and destroy, civil people. I don't understand the logic there. We have a small country. I could walk around that in one day. You cannot tell me, Andre, that in recent time I would have held over the last 24 months, probably hold 24 thieves, all of which would have charged and some in jail and whatever. And none of those 24 thieves are people who are exporting any source up. What it tells me that you are dealing with the wrong people. You're going at the tail of the dog. You have to go cut out the dog head for the dog to stop move. The people who are perpetrating those activities are not being held accountable for the behavior. Andre, I was sitting in a courthouse in recent time, and the guys who were charged confessed and said, hang on, this was the person that they were going to, sell the source up to. Well, my God, the magistrate turned around and said, wait, hang on. If you were sold, in fact, you sold to them, how comes those people aren't being charged or arrested or whatever? And those people are still trading today. They are still given license to carry out their business as normal. Andre, we are dealing with the wrong people. We talk too much. What we need to do as military personnel, we need to go after those people, string them up, because you cannot tell me we have 6 parishes in Grenada. Probably have 20 thieves in those parishes, 20, thief that gives trouble. 6 by 20 what? 120 liquor thief? How come you can't string up that 120,000 people can't string up 120 thieves, and make them stop that kind of activities? We have to go beg and hold, waste people time and hold like a chat and discuss like a thief, while thief the home arrest to go and thief people think. The police should be planning how to string up those people. Simple like that. That's the only way.
Not string up, apprehend.
Well, that's my vocabulary limited. So when I say string up, it means that too.
Yeah, it means that too. Right. But let me just say this, BJ. I'd have to agree with you, and I believe it is time that the authorities, police here, I believe it is time that their focus broadens and don't just take the guy who's trying to satisfy, because that's one of the things that Mr. Martin said yesterday. Some people, they steal because they want to satisfy a habit, a cocaine habit, a cigarette habit, whatever. They steal because of that. So don't just look for the guy because he heeled dirty and he wearing upset slippers and he clothes dirty, and you can get him. Do you understand? In relation to him doing so and physically going into BJ or JD's property and take the saucer. But you probably can let him, you observe him taking the saucer, and then follow him and see who he gives the sauce up to. And then that person instantly becomes an accessory.
And the people who buy stolen sauce up should lose their license.
But not just their license.
So they wouldn't trade, they cannot trade in that thing.
But other things has to happen. They must be brought to justice.
Well, that's what I mean. That's one part of the justice system. That is one of the justice, part of the justice.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Primus, good morning to you.
And good morning to DJ and...
Morning, boss.
Morning, Mr. Primus. What did you do with the man gun?
Mr. Donald, yes, I think the meeting yesterday afternoon was a very interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
And the only surprise that I was looking forward to hear Mr. Friedman's presentation.
Well, yeah, tell you, I'm on free people.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. I think it is an explanation wise. And secondly, Mr. Donald, what you said, definitely. I think the farmers even keep to the same have been making. And it is because of putting the last thing it but this marketing and water and pick up all the tanks to the front. Yeah, I think that's just a turn into the meeting. And the other point that I want to really raise the point about if I am licensed. And the only reason why I raise that is because of one question was asked about firearms. And I was speaking specifically about farmers license fee, if it could be a little lower. There is no way, Mr. Donald, I, as an individual, advocate to give all farmers guns. No, that's no. I wasn't advocating that one at all. Because I have an incident recently, Mr. Donald, where in my area, there's a young farmer threatening an age-able farmer, and he won't see him just cross one section of the road and we cut out his head. I'm in my land and I'm there and I'm listening to him and just cross the road. It's a young chap. What about if this chap had a gun? Although he said he has one, but I mean that's just rumors. He didn't have any. But look at that. So I was not advocating, and there is no way, as I said, let me make it very clear. I would never advocate to give any farmers a firearm. I was just asking for the reduction in fees for farmers. Because if you hold my statement very carefully, I told the minister that farmers don't make much money. I don't know for others, but I'm a small farmer. I don't make much money with that at all. So I just want to clear that point.
All right, I got you. Well, good. Take care, Primus.
My point on this thing too is the people who go around the villages buying the sauce up. If they come to you, most of them come and they pick it for themselves. But when you're going to buy some from somebody who have sauce up in a bag, that's tree and don't know. Where is your tree? Normally when they come by me, they'll go in the field and they pick it for themselves. I don't have to pick the sauce up for them.
Mister, that is something that people need to stop. BJ has his plantains and bananas and things. So man go in and if they want to buy bananas from BJ, man go in and cut the banana for themselves? No. And I find that farmers have to understand, you see, listen, it's because of laziness that have farmers doing so and telling the person, well, go and pick it for yourself and come. So anything could happen after that. Anything could happen after that. Farmers have to stop being lazy. You have a produce to sell it. You know what you want per pound, you go and you pick it and you bring it out. You're giving people the opportunity to get into your field, to see what you have, to have an idea of when the rest going to be ready, and you don't expect to lose it. Farmers too lazy on that aspect. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald and DJ and my brethren there. Good morning.
Good morning, Kami.
Morning.
What are they? No, I'm listening. I always listen. DJ, you good?
Happy to hear you. Love you as always. You know,
Yes,
every time I
I
hear you, I'm okay.
Yes. I saw you have a nice crop when I went and took a drive and all. By where I went, you have all the pumps and all the bananas and all them things.
Oh, you rich?
Mr. Donald, I could agree with you 100%. When you, as a farmer, you're telling people, go and take your thing, or go and take it. They see why you have young one coming up and they're going to by next week or next month, they're ready, they're coming back.
Exactly.
So they're sending me seeds and tell them, look, so that way he is. I just have milk things. I have milk stuff for three and them around here. Right? I have milk blocker, I have milk pig, milk yam, bread and things. And I ain't letting nobody come and take nothing just so. Right? I'll sell milk things. And I guarantee you to dig the yam, pick the breadfruit, and I'll give them one. But I don't sending them to come around my little place to go and teach the thing. Because at any terminal, they know when I leave in the morning, they know what I'm coming back.
Exactly.
And they passing in the back to pick me the thing on them. I don't speak and I give. They don't even, not the blogger only going to cut on the seed. They may have to break the place and come and rob me inside there too.
All that. And,
So I don't want nobody come wrong.
we just
I had some blogger last week. And one of me, the bus man dropped me down. He buy the day and he came back for blogger. And I was in the terminal. And as I know him, I said, listen to me. I give him a cut. Yeah, one of the blogger, they came to do. I said, cut the bunch, and take one hand, take one and leave one hand in it. And when he came, my son was here. That is the only style. But nobody else, because you have too much of kids. I watch people that then come from Monday to Saturday, and they're going to early. And I want to know when they have been time selling all this yam and all this thing they're selling. Sometimes them are in full. They have it. And they say, them, young men, all from paradise all about. I said, but when they have been time to make this garden and they don't come every day, when they reach on the terminal, they sit down and they check in how much money they make. And people crying out, I hear in farmers, I already cried the other day, you know. They take all chicken garden, all. All a lot of ladies talk about this sort of. I'm not buying from them. I am not buying from them. And I thank God that the farm people are working in the agriculture department just pass here in Seju, and they're going to people that have the land and watch what you have plant. I have cane. I cut the cane, I bring it home and sell. I don't want to take nobody to. And I find them, I'll jail them or put them to work for 2 months when you hold them and they see people things. It's wrong. Totally wrong. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Have a good day, Grenada. Good morning, Mr. Prime Minister and everybody. Ms. Smith, Mr. Olandane, everybody. Good morning. And Mr. Donald, before I go, I see something yesterday on the street. First time, I mean, well, I don't understand. The young people that's fighting with police. I see in America, when you touch a police officer, you're a dead man. And this man fighting with the police, and the policewoman ripped down the lady's shirt.
Again?
And burst out in the woman's shirt. The lady have a vest. She tell her, she tell and people have belly. The lady and mother and father have the belly to say that is abuse. When the lady body exposed, we don't need lady butt numbers about it.
So a male person.
A male conductor. I don't know if they go to arrest him. I heard people say he only court and he go to arrest him, and he fight with his people, and the lady had to call for help. If the male police officer didn't come to assist that woman, he'd have taken down everything she had on her big and thick. And he's a little policewoman, little maga policewoman, they have this strength of man, poor that man. I am calling on the Prime Minister, not the Prime Minister, the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Martin. Put some stiff penalty on this young guy. The pants bam all outside. They don't have no respect for elders and the buses, fighting for passengers. 3-4 buses on the terminal. And when they see them white people coming and you as a citizen coming, they run in and grab your bag. And when they get charged, they fight with police and people saying them police are using them. Grenada have good police. And I think they are dead man this morning. You understand? It's not right. It's not all policemen here, Mr. You have some lovely police officers. I look at that man, he has 3 stripes on his shoulder. I think it's hazard. That man stand up with a little stick and speaking to everybody that passed. And then he's sounding the eye telling that I said, don't stay in the little drizzle. You'll get cold. And that man said, Mr. Run again. And all else. Just this. I mean, they don't respect for them people. They don't respect Mr. Donald. You bust up all the lady brows. I mean, and people stand up saying the police are abusing him still. They don't see. They only see they're coming with him and they say nothing. They are supposed to have big lock on him to drag that man to go in the back of the police station. And one telling me how fast I them any police business. Me and some police doesn't go wrong. It's true. But you have to have respect for that. You can't do that. We have good police officers in Grenada. Good police officers.
All right, love.
Have a good day, Grenada.
You too. Take care.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye. 8:36. That's our time. I didn't realize that something happened again yesterday. No, but this is.
Andre, people have to understand that the police is part of the state, and you cannot really have a country without policemen. Exactly. And you need to have respect for policemen. And this thing about people, fighting with police and doing all kind of wrong things, we're not supposed to condone those things, The many times that I condone those, you start to have a breakdown in law and order, people need to understand that they need to have respect for the police, and the police need to understand that they need to have respect for people. And the police come to execute their job, and come to you peacefully, and you want to fight with police. I know when people fight with police, they normally end up dead or badly injured. You don't fight with policemen.
Good
No
morning.
part in the world.
Good morning. Good morning. That's that one. It's just rather.
This is unfortunate.
I don't know if it's unfortunate is a word to use, because why we focusing on so many other things, things that sometimes can be considered as irrelevant, and we have a situation where our state is being, the authority in our state is being disrespected time and time again.
And some people just use that as an opportunity to vent whatever grievance they would have had. And not on the police, as far as I'm concerned. You're actually doing it in the wrong place. Not on police. The police is the upholder of the law.
But even,
to protect and serve.
Even with that, BJ, we've been taught since we're growing up, you don't fight with a girl. No matter how big she is, how much bigger she is than you. She put in lash in your skin and you're just going because you don't want to fight with girls.
You're not supposed to, Andre.
How would you, not only fighting with a woman, but you're fighting with a woman who's a police and fighting so much to tear down her clothes and expose her body?
That's disrespectful, Andre.
And then you see when these people go to jail and then your lawyer begging for them and all kind of thing, and again, 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
And no, man, no.
It's just not right.
So come on.
Andre, people need to understand that violence breeds violence.
Yeah.
And you cannot, disrespect policemen like that. In the public, and want to tear up the clothes and knock them down on the ground and push them around. People who decide to do that needs to understand that they're gonna be pushed around too. And there is legal push around and illegal push around. The police have the right to push people around legally.
Not the opposite. I thought people don't go to help the police and them at all. They don't go to aid them in the time of,
The thing kind of frets
Andre,
me now.
I was listening to the news day before, and one guy in Israel that walked around and stabbed two people and, behaving bad with some like a knife or what. One passerby pass and deal with that, A passerby?
Shoot him? Flow?
Go look at the news. Of course, Andre.
That's all when farmers get guns.
No, I don't into this gun thing. You understand what I'm saying? Because a gun in the hand of the wrong person can cause, really, tragedy. So I'm not, I'm not advocating that, none at all. However, Andre, the policemen need to demand their respect. And the way you do that sometimes is by, knocking down to people on the street.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Carriacou. Good morning, Petite Martinique and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, too.
Let me give you the planting dates.
Oh, yeah,
According
please.
to the McDonald, not to the Farmer's Almanac, the 24th and the 25th, good for below the ground, which is today and tomorrow. The 26th to the 28th, they say they are barren days. And the 29th to the 31st, no planting. So the 24th to the 25th, below the ground. 26th to the 28th, barren days. And the 29th to the 31st, absolutely no planting.
Why?
That's what they suggest.
Why?
I don't know why.
The moon position in relation to the earth can, determine what should be planted below and what should be planted up. Traditionally, that's how some people look at it. You must have some scientific reason for it, I'm sure.
All I'm asking is why.
That's what they give us.
So they give
So
us.
them tell us.
That's what the book. That's what the book says. That's what the book says.
What? That book?
Yes, that's what the book says. Since 1992, they've been producing it. There were no results.
People wouldn't be buying it and using it. They're probably getting something out of
Since
it.
the years one, they're making coke, you know. All the results they're getting is bad. And I ain't speaking cocaine, I'm speaking coke as in coke.
Coca-Cola?
I didn't say that. Did I? No, I never said that, BJ. Hey, BJ, we got cricket today. Are you going to the stadium?
Not sure if I'm gonna find the time. Would have liked to, but
BJ,
maybe if I pass through,
I,
you know.
I have a problem with many people like yourselves, right? 2 months in advance, we know that something is happening. And on the day of the day, well, you know, I don't know if I got the time. BJ, you need to do some wind down and plan some time for BJ.
Andre, I've seen my father grown moss, because he stayed one place for too long. He used to be a tailor. Andre, if you're rolling, that'll happen to you. You understand?
Were you in rolling?
I always roll in.
No, man.
You just want me to roll in your direction.
No, I'm saying that it's not a proper excuse to say, well, you want to know if I got the time and yada 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 blah blah blah.
I'm not sure about that.
No man, come on.
Andre, I can't give you a word on how the things rolling when the day come, you know. Because tell you what, that
But
is
BJ,
very fluid.
Yeah, but BJ,
I might be there, you never know. And you say, yo, burden, what's going on? You're the wrong place. Or I may not be there and deal with things based on priority, what is important.
What matters most.
Yes. Oh, come on.
cricket, lovely cricket today, friends. Don't forget.
Andre,
Weather
and
looks
you
good.
see, you have it live on the radio. It's like I'm there, you know. And I can be doing something at the same
At
time.
the same time.
Killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
I know I throw one like a stone and it may cause a little bad feeling, but you can't help that. Master Carl teach me how to do that.
Throw one stone.
One stone.
You
Morning, Master Carl. How you doing, boss?
He coming by you just now? He coming close to you?
That's my homie all
No,
the
he
time.
coming close to farm by you?
Well, I see Master Carl every day. He doesn't have to come close by me. I see that all the time. That is a rolling stone too. That a good I know, boss. A lot of us is steel bird in a brethren. We prefer we steel bird. We don't want no new bird because new bird going to pick up mass
Did
quick.
you see this as an opportunity for watermelons, PJ?
The cricket? Yeah, somebody who have watermelon, you know, because the sun does be kind of hot. People have, you know, a good 8 hours watching cricket sometime. You could as well as, you know, pick up something refreshing. Watermelon cools it down. It
No, I
energizes
said,
you.
didn't you see it as an opportunity?
To
Plant watermelons to be ready at this time.
Andrea, I give you watermelon last week and I give you this week and a half for you again today, you know. So you don't have to expose me like that, you know.
No, I'm talking about watermelon to sell at the National Stadium.
If I give you, that means I have for sale, you know.
Come on by. Who got to call that?
But so why didn't you go to the stadium to sell some watermelon?
Andre, people who do pounds of watermelon can go and sell
does
on the
the
side of the
pound,
road.
he
I
feels the
deal, with,
watermelon.
I deal with tons of watermelon. I can't go on the side of the road.
Okay, JD, a gentleman is saying that he can plant about 4 trees of anything at this moment. What are your suggestions?
Of anything?
Yeah, you can plant that. He's ready to plant that, but he doesn't know what to plant.
I don't know. He does not know what to plant?
Yeah, so he wants an idea of what he can plant now that will give him some good yields. Whether it be edibles, whether it be tomatoes, whether it be beet, whether it be whatever.
Depends on the market.
But that's why he's asking.
Oh, no, I think I got it wrong then. He don't know what to plant.
Good use or good revenue?
Well,
Because you can have something that be a lot, but you don't pick up money from it. Huh?
Exactly so.
but I'll just explain it.
No.
No,
See,
it's no.
We don't just gone on the.
No. We can tell the man grow tomatoes now. He plant 4 trees and all of it. You know, you don't really.
market is not there.
I would go for 4 trees of beets because it seems to always scarce and it seems to
always in
always
demand.
yeah.
Yeah, if you have beets, always in demand. Always.
And the price is kind of exorbitant, like $7 a pound sometimes
For
now,
beets?
$8, $9, something. Yeah. I buy 2 pound of beets for how much? $15 or so.
Why don't you plant beets?
And you can't do everything. Some people come to buy watermelon from me and they sell beets and I get beets from them. Some people do. You see, for you to do those things, Andre, you need to, and make serious money, you need to do it on a large scale. Beets and carrots and stuff because of the size of it. And don't have the time to do all of those and the land spacing, And if you're doing those things seriously, you need a machine,
Yeah,
You need to have bed makers to make the bed properly.
Yeah,
You need to have
especially-
machine to plant and those kind of things.
Especially carrots.
Yeah, otherwise you're wasting time. You can't do this thing by hand. It's too small. Like how you have to plant a watermelon here and 4 feet down the road, you put another one, 8 feet, so you put another one. With those things, you have to plant, almost, 6 inches apart?
6 inches, yeah. Or even closer.
And if you have to do this thing by hand when you're finishing, brethren,
Yes, so
that
today-
good for you in the little bed by your home there in a passing, you give me a two in that. Just a bitch, you hold that, no. Go cook.
Yes, so I don't know. Farmers depend on what the market could take now. I don't know. Tomatoes seems to be going out. Watermelon should be, should be a good, if you could do watermelon.
We got somebody here. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
You want them going to Parliament thing?
No.
Exactly.
You can't tell me go on the radio.
Exactly. Every time you come selling out. So the man them is,
The man can tell me go in. You want them? Well, you know, Jerry going to watch cricket, they're going to follow here.
So the men do sell out.
Bika, where you plant?
Do better than that, eh?
Bika,
Hey,
where you plant?
plant?
What you plant?
I have no plan.
You don't planning to.
I have no plan.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
All right.
Take it good. Yeah.
Hard-working baker.
Yes. You know, always a hardworking guy.
Yeah.
Always been a hardworking guy.
What are you going to do?
So, I want to go to cricket, but then we have to carry the cricket. So that means I can't go to the cricket.
You watch it on the telly and on the radio at the same time?
Watch them or watch
I
it
listen.
on the radio.
No, you listen to the radio and watch it on the.
No, I don't know if they're gonna bring it on the television.
They sure?
They may not know.
Oh.
They don't normally when the cricket is in a country,
Oh, they normally don't bring it on. Okay.
they don't bring it on television, unless like when they had the COVID thing when you couldn't go to the matches, they
Oh,
bring it.
Okay.
But I'm not too sure what the arrangement is at this particular point in time. No, I don't know. But
Well, you're doing human service to bring it live. People like me who may not be around is not missing out on anything.
it's costly,
Well,
very very costly.
good things are costly generally. If
And
you see,
then
if you see,
don't get there are a lot of times that we end up in a situation where, because you don't know, when you get the package, BJ, you get a package from the people who are selling the cricket to you. When you get that package, you look at it and you say, okay, fine, yes, you believe that you can get sponsors, right? So you say, okay, yeah, I'll take the package. Now you're taking the package with the hope that you get the sponsors. If you don't get the sponsors, you still have to pay.
well, what are you going to do? Yeah, that sometimes is risky business.
No, boy, that is too much of a risk.
Well,
Yeah, it's too much. You can't-
It's too much of a risk, VJ.
they say sometimes the bigger the risk, the bigger the gain.
Nah, the gains aren't big because you can't really what you really and truly can sell it for, to make people buy into it. You see, if there was a situation where you would have 20 persons or 20 companies getting in on the cricket, and you could say, okay, fine, the costs can be X. And
No, you are on the wrong tangent.
What?
I'm not talking about the instant revenue. I'm thinking about your clientele base. It's probably widening. A lot of people are listening to the radio station, the advertisement and stuff like that.
Yeah, but but if you don't get the people to
VJ,
sponsor, then the
I will say something here. That is not planting tomatoes. Just say it. Tomatoes.
tomatoes, $5 a
I
bag.
find you disrespecting me in a kind of way.
No.
Virgin.
Yeah.
Virgin. before we plant tomato,
Yeah.
maybe just to go and study the business of tomato first, you know.
Well,
Otherwise, I don't planting it, you know.
well, yes, but he know how to study his.
Yo, you wasting time. Though BJ know exactly what the fire is. You think you didn't realize I'm not even bothered. Somebody wants to know what the weather is going to be like today. Good weather.
Fair to friend.
It looks,
Good
it
weather
looks
for-
like good weather for cricket.
Good weather for cricket,
It's
no.
not. It's not gonna be all bright and sunny. It may, but it doesn't look like bright and sunny.
But not for very long.
But yeah, it's good. And just to let folks know who have those folks who are looking at us on the YouTube channel, please, based on what my engineer is telling me, he needs you guys to start subscribing to the YouTube channel. So I think you just look for the subscribe button, hit it there, blank, subscribe to the channel. So says the engineer. He just sent me a message.
Oh, why not?
Tell the people to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
YouTube did subscribe. Yeah, you gotta subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel so that
yeah.
you'll know when we go live and all sort of different things. It have all the goodies from us. So please help Relay. Help. That is how you would help Relay FM to grow.
Subscribe.
Andre, I thought
subscribe
we
to the
supposed to
channel.
have the Minister of Agriculture today.
I was supposed to.
And what is the problem?
It wasn't a problem. He had a number of things yesterday, and which ended with that meeting last evening. And we spoke, and he said, to
That's
me,
the problem with planning, you know.
Yeah.
I come out of my activities and go and glue myself to the radio and believe you people, and you people didn't even have the courtesy to say, oh, we wouldn't have this person again. And, you know,
We said so this
When?
morning.
how many times? I missed that.
Who paid for the other?
Well, then don't tell people
No, we
you're
said-
going to have that and you're not going to have
we said so
that.
this morning. I brought it up this morning.
When?
We said so this morning.
Once?
Yeah,
no,
How many times?
more than once. We spoke about it this morning in relation to the minister not being.
I missed that, and then
Well,
I
now
was,
you miss it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm still sitting by the radio all now. And can't
With
hear
friend.
anything.
Yeah, but he did speak to me at the cinema yesterday, and he says, I said, so in the morning, Chief, he said, Godrin, nah, I'm burnt out for today. And this now, and I don't even know if I can, but I have to get up in the morning to run again. I don't think I can make it today. And I'm like, you owe me 2? He says, yeah, I owe you 2. So at least I was able to bargain. So yeah, we have 2 in the bag.
We have 20 bags.
Yeah, I was able to bargain. That at least I was able to get. He says, yes, I owe you 2.
back to back.
You know, I also want to work out something with the police. Although we have the 2 police programs, but I believe that there may be a need on Thursdays just to have a 5-minute with maybe Mr. Stafford, who is now he's the Pretty Alasni boss. The Tsar, the Pretty Alasni Tsar got into his boss. So maybe we can work something out, and for 5 minutes, just have Mr. Stafford speak to farmers for 5 minutes, no more, on a Thursday morning. Maybe
That's good,
quarter to 8 or whatever, or 7:30. He speaks to them, bang.
Andre,
And that's it.
since you're on Pretty Alasani, could you spare me 90 seconds? I want to know how comes you have like people break open in people's house and steal as a criminal offense? And I want to know how comes people can jump into your property and break up the trees and steal, and this is not a criminal offense? I want to know how comes you have some of your best personnel to deal with investigation with regard to criminal issues. You have CID, and I want to know how comes you have some Imani, untrained people dealing with the Pretty Alasani. I want to know how comes Pretty Alasani unit can be walking around without some gun and extra magazine on the chest and with big, how I should put it, man, badge that you can see from a distance, so you know when these people them coming, you know, it's serious business. People treat you based on the way you carry yourself, you know, and they would pick it up fairly quick. If they see you with your camouflage and you're well equipped and your radio and your gun and you're handling yourself in a particular way, they will treat you differently. And I normally, when the predial larceny unit comes by me, actually like to spend the comment because they look like a group of civilians that come for to organize like a chat and stuff like that. They don't look the part. And if we want to seriously fight predial larceny, we need to have good personnel, equipped personnel, well-trained personnel, personnel that are respected. And this thing about you're coming, you stay there for like a while, then you're going to the police if you're carriers. Those things and them looking as outdated business for me. If you're dealing with organized crime and organized theft, if you're dealing with things that is destroying the fabric of the society, you need to deal with that accordingly. You cannot, deal with that in a way whereby, you just let it, run its course. You're going to damage your society. Let's take, for example, I don't mind people jump in my place and take something to eat and what. That's cool. Andrew, when you take this stuff to go and sell, it can be very, very devastating. It can be demoralizing. For me, I will watch it and smile because of my level probably. I might say, some charman, let me just forget that. Andrew, somebody may not have that level of tolerance. They may decide to put something, some foreign object in the sauce up because they just cannot bear it anymore. They reach the limit and then will lose the market internationally for what? Andre, for some stupid little behavior of you people here, Andre, we can lose millions and millions and millions of dollars. Places like Mexico and them other countries are just waiting for Grenada to fade away, so they can fill the void, We cannot afford that. That industry is growing too fast for us to be playing around with that thing and have some like a pirate, some like a termite sit down in the home and send people outside the agent of the devil to go and do wrong things and terrorize people and can't see we ever chop that off and deal with that viciously. And you have a good day. Take care and God bless you. It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
This is JD started this morning. Goodbye. God bless you. Take care. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right. One love. See you at the cricket.
Bless.
See you at the cricket.
At the cricket.
Yeah.
Sing this with me. Blessing and honor, glory and power, riches and wisdom.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update produced by Triple N. Details when we get back.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Welcome back. Locally, Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell encourages mass support for West Indies in the final test against England. In the region, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service investigates senior public officials involved in state land fraud. We get more in this report.
Allegations of senior public officials involved in the corrupt transfer of state lands are now before the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. This from Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley as he responded to questions in the lower house on Wednesday. He also confirmed that no government ministers were involved in the allegations of land fraud. Dr. Rowley indicated that he did receive information from the former Minister of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries, Clarence Rambarat. Mr. Rambarat reported instances of corruption in the transfer of state lands.
I can confirm that as early as November 2015, the then Minister of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries spoke to me regarding possible corruption connected to state land development. I gave the minister advice which he followed. Thereafter, I received from the minister right up to the last week letters, reports, and information regarding fraudulent dealings with state land and other aspects of potential criminal conduct.
The Prime Minister said many of the reports involve public officials, including very senior ones.
On each occasion, Madam Speaker, I did three things. I listened to what was said, read what was provided, and I instructed the minister to report the matter to the Commissioner of Police on any other public authority. And I gave the minister my assurance of full support for any action taken by him. At almost every cabinet meeting, Madam Speaker, I gave the minister the fullest opportunity to discuss matters with the cabinet, and on many occasions he did.
Around the globe, Nigerian opposition candidate Atiku Abubakar announces candidacy for the sixth time. Here are the details.
Former Nigerian presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has announced that he will be running again in next year's presidential elections. This is the sixth time that Abubakar tries to capture the presidency after having lost in 2019 to current President Muhammadu Buhari.
Presently, Nigeria is a sinking ship. It must be rescued urgently. That is why I am happy to announce my candidacy for the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the platform of the People's Democratic Party of Nigeria.
Security and the economy are key areas the candidate will focus on as the country grapples with the jihadist insurgency in the northeast.
Under my presidency, I want to focus on 5 key areas: unity of Nigeria, security, economy, education, and devolving more resources and powers to the federating units.
After 2 terms under Buhari, a Muslim from the north, many southerners say the presidency should now rotate back to their region.
And in sports, Chelsea will be allowed to sell tickets to away games, cup matches and fixtures involving the women's team after the UK government made alterations to the club's special license. This ends the latest update of news. Thank you for listening.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry